Hi everybody. Again, I apologize for the really crappy quality of this video. I'm actually trying to use this software that I just downloaded to record instead of the quick capture stuff, but it looks like there's still a lot of sync issues. So I guess maybe it's just my netbook, or I just really have bad luck with software. Anyway, the video I'm going to make right now is I'm going to tell you guys about the different types of membership or commitment in Kemetic Orthodoxy. Now, an important thing to understand from the get-go about this is that there are no levels in the temple. It's not like anyone is any better than anyone else. We are all, brothers and sisters in the faith. Nobody's better than anybody else. Nobody's closer to God than anyone else. Everybody is on the same level. The only difference between the types of membership is how committed you want to be to the house. How far do you want to go? How much do you want to focus on just this spirituality? How much do you want to work with this spirituality and also work in connection with other spiritualities? It's really a personal decision. So the first level of membership that we have is when you start taking our beginner's course. You are considered a beginner. You gain access to probably 2 or 3 new forms on our site, mostly for helping you ask questions and, delve deeper into the lessons, and also to ask questions to our Nisut. So that's kind of the first level of involvement, really, because it's not really membership yet, so it's the first level of involvement. The second level is after you complete the beginner's class. If you choose to stay on as a friend of the faith, you become what's called a Remetj. Remetj have the full benefit of membership in the house without any of the, I'm not going to say restrictions, but without any expectations. As a Remetj, you can, have access to our gatherings and all of our calendars and everything, and all of our chats and anything we have going on. You can come to gatherings. You can attend ritual. You get to do everything that everyone else gets to do, basically. Once you become a Remetj, you have the option of undergoing the rite of parent divination, which I made another video about before, if you'd like to learn more about that. And basically, if you undergo the RPD and you choose to accept the results, you are definitely a divine Remetj. Most people will tell you that regardless of whether you accept the results or not, you're considered to be a divine Remetj, but it's my understanding that if you choose not to accept those results, or if they don't ring true to you, that you can just stay on as Remetj and not be labeled as a divine Remetj. But really, once you undergo the divination, you've been divined. Regardless of how you feel about those results, you're divined. Once you're divined, you can't be undivined. So, it's really just kind of semantics. If you choose to accept those results, you're accepting that these are your parents, that you're going to honor them. But it's not until you become a shemsu and take a shemsu vow that you're agreeing to honor your parents first. That you are agreeing to honor your parents above everyone else. You can still work with other pantheons, you can still have involvement in other spiritualities, but you are agreeing that your parents come first. So shemsu is the next type of membership in the house, and shemsuhood basically is where you are making that commitment to serve your parents first, and you really being kind of birthed into the community. You attend a naming ceremony, and Remetj has already divined for the name that your parents wish to give you to be referred to in our community. and you are given that name in front of the community. It's a public occasion, and it's just, a cause for celebration. You are being brought into the community, you're being given this new name by your parents, and you're entrusted to learn the secrets and the lessons that your parents are trying to teach you through giving you this particular name. So, my shemsu name is Bastmuttepta, and all shemsu names have their parents in there somehow. Like, since I'm single-parented, I have Bastmut in my name. People who might be dual-parented, there's some patterns for that naming. You're not going to have both parents' names in your name because it's kind of messy. Usually it's like muti or other prefixes or suffixes appended to the name to imply to. But they all have different meanings, and there's a lot of meaning that goes beyond just the dictionary definition that you're given. So there's a lot of personal time that you have to spend with that investigation to learning the true meaning of your name beyond just what is being told. So once you become a shemsu, that's really as far as you can go unless you can physically somehow get to Tawi. Tawi, which is our temple located in Joliet, Illinois. It is where the Truth and the Mother Shrine is, which is the main shrine of our faith. It's where our New Year celebrations are held. It's where we have a lot of our ritual gatherings. It's where Remetj lives. So basically, if you can get to Tawi, if you can get to Joliet, you can become a shemsu-ankh, which is a step further than shemsu, and really you're taking a vow to serve the community in addition to your parents, and you're also developing a special bond with Remetj. I can't really go any further than that. I can tell you that you go through a rite called Remetj, which is a testing of the heart, and it is done yearly at our Remetj, which is our New Year celebration, but I can't really delve into the specifics of that because it's oath-bound, so you don't really know 100% what you're going into until you get there, which is another reason why trust is really, really important. Beyond that, you have, from the body of shemsu-ankh, is where our priesthood comes from. So you have wab priests, which are purity priests, and they're entrusted to do state ritual daily, which usually takes about an hour and a half every day, so it's a pretty big commitment, and it's basically for, the health and the welfare of our entire nation as in spiritual nation. So, just because someone is wab doesn't mean that they are no longer shemsu. Once you're a shemsu, you're always a shemsu. Our priesthood are still shemsu, it's just they're priests in addition to that. Beyond the wabhood, you have kai-imakhu, which are our legally ordained priests. They are our teaching priests. They have to, they're required to spend a certain amount of time every week helping, basically everyone in the faith and just generally doing things for the benefit of the house. And so kai-imakhu are legally ordained. They can officiate ceremonies. They can do anything that any other legally ordained priest can do. And then I guess there's kind of another subset of that, which are the kai-imakhu, but that's really if you've been in service for, I think, 3 years or longer as an imakhu, you are you become an exalted reverend, which is kai-imakhu. So the thing to keep in mind is that once you're a shemsu, no matter how deep into the house you go or how much you choose to take on, you're still a shemsu. Once you become a wab, if you become an imakhu beyond that, you're still a wab priest. So it's not really like you're going from one into the next. You're still a shemsu, you're still a wab once you enter the priesthood, but you're just kind of taking on, extra roles. So I think that's pretty much it. That's really just the basics of the different types of membership in the house. I myself, I'm a shemsu-ankh. I just became a shemsu-ankh at this past Pet retreat. So, as far as me going into priesthood, check back with me in a couple years. I haven't really decided yet, and honestly, it's not only up to me, it's up to my parents, it's up to Remetj. It's up to where I'm at in my life, it's up to whether or not I think I can commit to that, it's up to whether or not I'm ready, and right now I'm not. I'm not anywhere close to being ready at this point. So, again, check back with me in a couple years, and we'll see. But, so yeah, that's the basics of membership. If you have any more questions about, the types of membership, or what's required of you, or what you have to do, or what it's like, let me know. I've been through Remetj to Shemsu to shemsu-ankh from beginner, and I was a guest for a long time. I was a lurker for a long time at the forum, so I've kind of been through everything but the priesthood. So, whatever you'd like to know, if I can tell you, I will. So, drop me a line, and that's it for now. Senebty.